Welcome back everyone to the Audacious Money Witch channel, where we talk about investing and trading and a lot of fun things. Is it ever too late to buy Nvidia? Why, I just bought Nvidia stock. Nvidia has successfully single-handedly saved the stock market. Nvidia Market Cap has now surpassed the size of Canada's economy. I have never seen a mega cap large tech growing revenue by over 200% quarter after quarter consistently. What's the meaning of Nvidia? Is this the top of Nvidia stock, or are the best days still ahead? In this video, I will share my plan with my Nvidia shares. Am I going to own it or trade it? First, let me introduce the two meanings of the word Nvidia. In Latin, Nvidia means envy. It sure feels like it. All the Tesla shareholders bought Tesla at 120 but failed to pick up Nvidia at 130. Must feel that envy right now. Can you guess who is number one? Right, it's Nvidia stock, up more than 13,000%. Can you believe Jim Cramer actually called Nvidia stock a loser? Listen to this.
I'm concerned about Nvidia, and we're short Nvidia, it's a loser. And we're short Nvidia, it's a loser.
Cathie Wood was actually buying the dip when he called that.
Disclosure, I have shorts in Nvidia. I'm getting crushed right now. I haven't looked at what it is, but I'm getting crushed. I am short Nvidia. Do not short Nvidia along with me. It is very risky. I am down a lot of money. I'm okay with it. Stressed about the shorts again. Even though the market... Guys, my short, I exited my shorts because I had to deal with my brother once it hit a certain level. I was exiting and we hit it and we exited. I screwed up. It was a bad play that I thought would work out, and oops.
The second meaning is the eye of the witch. Sort of like the Scarlet Witch of WandaVision or Doctor Strange. It can see the future. Why do I believe Nvidia is much better value than Palantir? Nvidia's logo is the green all-seeing eye, of which the vision can see the future. Elon Musk said that it's harder to get Nvidia's H100 chips than drugs. Now, it wouldn't be surprising that Nvidia is the real deal. Holyfield. All joking aside, why haven't I talked about Nvidia stock before on the channel? Why didn't I own Nvidia stock before? Well, it's too obvious. It's the darling of Wall Street. It's always traded rich until today, and it's a crowded trade. In the end, I was wrong. I should have jumped in years ago. It's been traded rich for a reason. If you have all the balls but no brain, and you have only bought the top in the previous cycle, let's say in 2021, today you would still be up more than 100%. It's the holy grail of real technology on Earth. Tesla sells electric cars with a computer in it. Roku sells TVs with a computer in it. Nvidia is now selling a new class of AI supercomputer, not just regular ones in Tesla and Roku. It's a supercomputer for Gen AI. Nancy gets it, and she is making banks on it. Last night, I listened to the conference call. I was really impressed. Big tech companies are continuing to pour cash into artificial intelligence at a breakneck pace. And based on the earnings update Wednesday from Nvidia, much of it is going to Nvidia. This last year, we've seen generative AI really becoming a whole new application space, a whole new way of doing computing. Jensen Huang, Nvidia's co-founder and chief executive, said Wednesday, "A whole new industry is being formed, and that's driving our growth." After a year of supercharged spending in a tech industry renowned for short-lived frenzies, some chip executives and analysts see the AI boom as increasingly sustainable. Well, it is the talk of Silicon Valley and a priority for the big tech companies. AI has yet to percolate through the corporate world and become ubiquitous in everyday life, suggesting further opportunities for the companies that can harness them. For Nvidia, the strength of the boom was on full display Wednesday, and when it reported quarterly sales of $22.1 billion and forecast another $24 billion for its current quarter, each more than triple their year-ago periods and ahead of Wall Street's bullish expectations. Fueling that growth, tech companies have plowed money into AI in recent months. Meta Platforms CEO Mark Zuckerberg boasted in January that he was planning to buy billions of dollars worth of AI chips from Nvidia this year. Google recently rolled out a new, more powerful version of its Gemini AI system. Microsoft has its own AI assistant tools and has bought tens of thousands of Nvidia's most advanced chips. Tesla and Cisco are also buying. Huang said generative AI is kicking off a new wave of investment worth trillions of dollars, which he believed would double the amount of data centers in the world in the next 5 years.
And we'll make it run in every single cloud for everybody. And the way that we monetize it is through this engine, this NVIDIA AI Enterprise Engine, which is essentially an operating system for NVIDIA's AIs and NVIDIA's enterprise and acceleration algorithms. And you pay for it per GPU per year, just like an operating system, and you can run everything that NVIDIA creates and enables. And so as we grow into enterprises, we grow into enterprise software, as we grow out to the edge, this is going to be a very, very significant opportunity for us.
And deliver new big market opportunities for NVIDIA. Yes, it's not just companies. Nations around the world are investing into NVIDIA's AI chips. NVIDIA's chips underpin all of the most advanced AI systems, giving the company a market share estimated at more than 80% among the U.S.'s top 5 most valuable companies.
What's so incredible is if you think about it, if you take a Google, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon, $12 trillion market cap, when all of these companies get together behind the same theme, which is AI, NVIDIA is the recipient of all of that, the majority of that CapEx.
Jamie, an analyst, said Wednesday that big tech companies were being pushed by the competition to continue investing in AI, helping feed a wave that doesn't seem close to stopping, even though few have built profitable businesses out of it. AI is a really big deal, she said. I don't think it's a hype cycle like with the metaverse a couple of years ago. I think it could completely transform the way people interact with computers and the way a lot of people do their jobs. AI's surge began at the end of 2022. After OpenAI made its ChatGPT tool widely available. Public fascination with ChatGPT's ability to generate human-like language led to a flood of investment in OpenAI and spurred on its competitors. Improving sophisticated AI systems like ChatGPT requires increasingly large numbers of the chips NVIDIA and its competitors make. That trend might bode well for NVIDIA's sales trajectory. While many industry observers expect a slowdown in AI chips to come at some stage, the current rush by tech company competitors to best one another in the AI race might overshadow the industry's typical ups and downs for some time. The build phase can be a lot longer and more substantial than the usual cycles, she said. Nvidia's bid to stay atop the AI heap isn't uncontested. Its breakout results have stirred its competitors, and they have made some inroads, including Advanced Micro Devices, which expects AI chip sales of $3.5 billion this year. Even some of Nvidia's biggest customers, wary of the company's dominance in AI and healthy profit margins, are racing to make their own AI chips that could supplant Nvidia's. They include Google, which has designed in-house AI chips since 2016, Amazon.com, which has also been making AI chips since 2019, and Microsoft, which unveiled its first AI chips last year. Nvidia's boom is largely dependent on a handful of those companies. Nvidia disclosed that 19% of its sales in the last fiscal year came from one end customer. It didn't disclose the identity of the customer, but cloud computing companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft accounted for more than half of the revenue for its data center division in its latest quarter, or over $9.2 billion. OpenAI, which counts Microsoft as its biggest financial backer, is itself looking for ways to increase access to chips that power AI. Chief Executive Sam Altman has discussed with investors and government officials a build-out of AI-related infrastructure, including chip factories that could cost as much as $7 trillion. Nvidia's early mover advantage, the company began investing in AI more than a decade ago, has made it difficult to displace. Though, in large part because of its head start in software, the company has developed a vast amount of software catered to healthcare and robotics, among other key applications of AI, and the tools it created to exploit the capabilities of its chips have become an industry standard. Software is fundamentally necessary for accelerated computing. Huang said, "This is the fundamental difference between accelerated computing and general-purpose computing that most people took a long time to understand." The results on Wednesday showed the company's upward trajectory isn't under threat soon. Analysts said Nvidia has challenges, including a slowdown in China sales due to U.S. export restrictions and higher demand for its chips than it can meet. But the company's structural growth position in AI is as strong as ever. Let's look at Nvidia's numbers that can melt anybody's human brain. Nvidia now has much higher growth rate than the unprofitable cloud-based enterprise growth stock. Let's take my Cloudflare stock as an example. Still an unprofitable company. Revenue grew by 32% in the most recent quarter, better than Palantir's 19% revenue growth. But compared to Nvidia's 265% revenue growth, all these quote-unquote growth stocks are driving like an old Audi R8, while Nvidia is like Iron Man going supersonic. Not to mention the jaw-dropping net income and insane 50% profit margin. The reason why I bought the Nvidia stock is I believe this stock is traded cheap, even after the 5x run it just had from the 2022 bottom. This company has insane earnings, outrageous revenue growth, and the best position in today's tech landscape. I can actually see it going to $10 trillion someday. I will swing trade Nvidia stock up all the way to $1,500 this year. I think about Tesla in 2020. I think history just rhymed.